Hello and good afternoon. Well, as you know by the title, I've bought another car. Right there. You've probably seen it in a few other videos in the background. I've kind of been keeping it secret on down low, but if you were one of the observant people that noticed it, this is the new project car. I know, there's 5 of them now. Well, let's box it in and kick on with the B-roll, shall we? Right, so as you can see from the B-roll, we have a 525D. Again, I know I've got a problem. It's another one. It has a problem of its own, and that problem is the automatic gearbox. Now it slips and clunks into gear and throws an error, and it is not happy at all. So we're going to go a little back in time and have a look at some of the fault finding I had to do. But before we do that, let's jump right into the car itself, because it is really nice in here. Despite the missing cup holder, the rest of the car is very clean. A little bit of bolster wear down there on the seat, and to be honest, that's about it. Interior is just phenomenal, very well looked after. I've already gone through and cleaned the seats with a leather cleaner and everything. That's why they look so good like they do at the moment. Excuse the mess, diagnostic units and everything else down there, because I've been busy today sorting out a rattle on the front. But the car itself, like I say, very, very good. Engine's very strong, but we've got a bit of a problem with cloudy headlights, as you can see. Just overall condition, not so great. We also got mismatched wheels. I do have the matching sets, so all I need to do is just change the tires themselves to the correct rims, and they were sorted. The mirrors themselves, the paint is peeling off from a lot of aluminium oxidization. Another little kind of thing. And I think the only other thing is a bit of damage to the bumper here. It looks like the car reversed into something with screws on it, or something bumped into it, but yeah, it's got these weird little marks on the bumper there. I'm not quite sure what that's about. And got another little one there, and some little scratch over there that kind of extends down there, so I'm not too sure what that's about. But overall, the rest of the car, very good condition. Quite powerful as well. When the car wasn't slipping the gearbox, I could tell that it's definitely powerful. I mean, far more powerful than the blue one. So I don't know whether the car's got like a custom ECU map or something on it, but it's yeah, it moves. It's quite something to behold. Well, that's our little intro to this thing. Let's just get right back into the work, shall we? Well, I've left the car for about a month, mainly because I've been busy with the RX-8. And as you can see, we have quite a bit of gearbox oil just continuing to leak just by gravity itself. The car hasn't been running or anything, so yeah, we definitely have a bad leak on the oil pan. So what I'm going to do is check the drain plug up there. Let's see if we can see it. There. And we're going to get the gearbox up to temp and then check the fluid level. I've bought some fluid, we're going to throw it in there and then see if the gearbox behaves. If it doesn't, then we know the box is toast. But if it does work and behave like it should, then hey, we managed to find our problem, just a low fluid, so then we can order a new pan and a service kit and service the box. New pan, new filter, new fluid. Well, it is time to see what's up with the Silver 525D. So, first things first, obviously the automatic gearbox is now working since filling up the fluid, which is fantastic news because that means I don't need to change the gearbox. I mean, I have the spare gearbox, but if I don't need to change a gearbox, I'd rather not. So it means I'm going to go ahead and actually do a gearbox service instead. So new filter, new oil, and that will solve our problem, hopefully. So one of the problems that the car has is this annoying knocking from the front suspension. Now, the previous owner has replaced this trailing arm over here, but the problem itself is actually this outer tie rod end here. The ball joint itself is actually quite loose. It's under full lock now, so I can't move it, but when the wheel's straight, you can move it quite easily, and when you move it back and front, it actually knocks. You can feel the knocking inside the actual ball joint itself. So I'm going to need to just break off that nut there, mark where this tie rod end obviously begins, so we can get the replacement one over there in place and situated. So at least I don't need to, hopefully, not go ahead and realign the suspension, which I'm not looking forward to. So if I can save an alignment, that's great, but if I need to, needs must. Right, let's crack on with that. Right, the tie rod end is changed and the car is hopefully not going to clunk anymore. That might be something else, but I suppose we'll find out what it is. I still need to go ahead and clear up the headlights. Other than that, a little bit of paint on the mirrors. I think it'll polish up well. Yeah, overall, I'm rather happy with it. I connected the aftermarket parking sensors that it's got in, and they work, which is a great result. It's only got them on the rear, but that's fine. I did go through and check all the codes on the gearbox, and no codes. So that was fantastic news for me. And oh, I got a bit of water here. And yeah, that is a whole lot better. We don't have any, like I say, gearbox slipping or clunking or anything like that. So filling up the fluid, making sure it's at the correct top torque amount, definitely did the job. So the fact that we have no codes on the gearbox now after driving it solidly, I am well happy with that. So I'm going to order the service kit for it, and I'll go ahead and service it, change the filter, change the fluid, and send it on its very way. I might actually daily drive this car for a bit while I get some stuff done on the 325, but that's a whole separate video on its own. And yeah, like I say, welcome to the £700 525D BMW. And thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Stay awesome.